Do you want to see how the pros install this alternator bracket on an LS? Stick around. Today we're going to be installing this alternator bracket, part number 551799-3. This works with -3 or truck LS spacing, and it actually works with 3 different water pumps: the LS1 Camaro water pump, an LS truck water pump, and the LS3 Camaro water pump. So let's begin. First step, let's grab the rear bracket and attach it to the head with 2 25mm M10 flathead bolts and 1 30mm M10 flathead bolt. Your 30mm is going to go at the bottom here, and your 2 25s are going to be towards the top of the head. Next, we're going to want to prep the front bracket by taking these 3 water pump bolts out right here. Now with our water pump bolts removed, we can go ahead and start assembling our front bracket here. What I like to do is I'll pre-assemble this bracket with the bolts and spacers in here and then kind of put it all on at the same time. And now that I have this pre-assembled with all my bolts and spacers, I'm gonna go ahead and slide it into the water pump and start threading it in. So what you're gonna wanna do before you go any further is you're gonna pre-install our turnbuckle to this bottom plate right here while this is all still loose. So you're gonna use an M10 20mm flathead bolt. It'll go through the bracket, through the turnbuckle, and you'll have a nut on the back side of that. So now let's go ahead and add our alternator. We're going to put an M10 130mm bolt through the top hole of this front bracket, through the top of the alternator, through a 2.33-inch spacer into the top hole of the rear bracket. Now that we have the alternator set, we can go ahead and get the turnbuckle attached to the alternator with this M10 70mm bolt and a nut on the back side. Now this is all put together, we can go ahead and start tightening the bolts from the front bracket into the water pump and the rear bracket, get our belt on, and then we're going to use our turnbuckle here to tension the whole system. Once you got your belt at your desired tension, you're going to want to go ahead and tighten these 2 jam nuts on the turnbuckle right here, and then tighten anything else up that you need to get tight. Now that everything's tight, you're ready to rock and roll. Go ahead and start this thing and go for a cruise.